Hi, this is about the micro learning we did at the career day during sports week. So we did a photo booth for headshots, that you could use on your LinkedIn page. Plus, we also had a QR code that said it that when you went to it, it gave you 5 tips to keep your LinkedIn page looking good. Um, So the leadership style in the group was definitely democratic. There was a lot of conversation, not too much conversation though. The questions were put out. The group leader was very good, very clear on what are the questions, what do we need to answer, what are the steps we need to take, and how are we going to break up the work. So that was very good. Um, I think my leadership style was more situational in that I would participate in the conversations and I would put forth my ideas. I would, paraphrase whatever the leader was trying to say so that it was clear or at least had a clearer idea of what we were doing. And then as moments came up, then I would take the initiative um, to address whatever came up. Like, uh, you know, I needed to go get some Bristol board from the store. So I timed it so that I wasn't carrying around Bristol board all the time. I just timed it appropriately. So it was more situational and taking the initiative in those moments. Um, on the day of the event, I did take a little bit of delegation and took the initiative to talk to Sherry D about because Adriana was running the camera because it's her camera, but I didn't want her to get stuck there because we're all have the opportunity to walk around and network with people that were there for the career day. And then I didn't want her stuck at the camera and not being able to leave. So we had a little bit of a conversation about that and a conversation with Sherry about how are we going to get the photos to everyone. And Sherry was very good. She said she would take care of it. So we got that sorted out. So I think delegation wise, it was more like delegating, saying like, hey, we need to offset Adriana. So you guys, it was all guys, but like, so you other people in the group need to be accommodating to that as well so that we can all participate somewhat fairly. And the group dynamics were good. Some people spoke up, some people said nothing, some people were perhaps would find critical things, but like very gently. So it was never, there was no like true criticism. It was a lot of like, well, what if this happens? Or I don't know about that idea, that kind of thing, like just subtle things that would make us be even more clear about what we were trying to get at. So that was good in that way. And then, of course, some people just avoided any participation at all, which that is going to happen in a group, but nobody got mad about it. It was just very much kind of like accepted of like, mm, I don't want to be critical. Well, I am critical, but I don't want to be disparaging. But the person was sort of a hanger on in the sense that they needed to be part of a group. They were part of a group. Um, if they if somebody needed something done, you could tell the person to do something, but basically there was no like even on the day of the event, they went and hung out with one of their friends on the other side for the whole time, and there was no point in getting angry about it. We just all were sort of like, that's just how they're going to be, and it's not worth the effort to get upset about it. We're fine with kind of carrying them. Um, yeah, and the only time there was some like a possible conflict was at the very last minute. Someone said, "Oh, we need to print out a bunch of posters," and that hadn't been the plan all along. We had only planned to have like a couple of posters with the QR code, so that was a bit confusing and came out of nowhere. And so, but we all gave our point of view of like, oh, I thought it was going to just be a couple of posters. So we got it back to the original idea of just a couple of posters. So it wasn't truly conflict per se. It was, everybody was just okay about it, and we got it back on track, and so it was fine. And so it was very accommodating, collaborative, that kind of thing. So I didn't get stressed out in the whole group at all. And like the group leader was very good, and all the group members were very good. So it was actually quite easy to work within that group. And I feel like my natural strength, maybe communication and adaptability, came out during this group. Is that I was able to talk to all the group members and was never like avoidant of anyone, was quite happy to just talk about whatever we were doing. I was happy to talk to the group leader about what we were doing, get clarification, and um, and then adaptability was very much like, oh, well, we're going to do this, or we need to be in this part of the gym, or we need to change the way this paper is on the wall, things like that. They're very much just kind of go with the flow and not get too stuck in the idea of like, well, this is how it was supposed to be. It was very much um yeah, it was very much by committee, so it was actually not terribly stressful. um so yeah, because sometimes I can get a little impatient if people aren't catching up as quickly, which is ironic because I don't know all the technological stuff. So I'm always a little bit behind on that one as well. But no one got impatient with me either. So that was, it was very good that way. Um, so yeah, a wow moment for me was probably them making the poster with the QR code. It wasn't something I thought of because it's not something I'm used to using. It's not something I've ever done. Never created my own QR code for something. So the fact that they came up with that idea, I'm like, oh, we'll make a poster with the QR code and then people can scan it and whatever. That to me was a bit of a wow moment because, um, yeah, I'm not as up with the current technology, and so it was really cool to learn about that and then have the group members open to showing me that that's an option. So it helped me learn about that, and I was very impressed with everyone's positive attitude on the day of the event. It wasn't super busy, but nobody got like annoyed by the fact that occasionally we kind of were sitting around not doing too much. And everybody had a positive attitude and was like happy to be there. And so that was really nice. But I think the leadership in the sports setting is similar to leadership in most places. Um, a good group leader can make all the difference. And I think in this group, that really did make a difference. I think we could have managed with another group leader as well. Like could have had, maybe they would have a different way or whatever, and we still would have managed. But this group leader was very good. Um, and the working together was really important, and asking questions for clarification was really important. And everybody was very respectful and really focusing on that, like leading from a place of goodwill, like and not trying to one up each other or not trying to have your idea as the most important, things like that. It was very much working together and asking questions and wanting to get ideas from anyone. And I think a key takeaway is like just stay cool. Don't get too upset if things are not work moving in a timely fashion, or if some people are maybe not participating at all, um, or if someone's holding you to account. Don't get upset about it, just do your thing, and stand by your work, and be open to talking and working things out. And I would say that the event helped me grow, because I gained confidence in sharing my ideas with other people, um, people of maybe different generations that have different skill sets than I do and different knowledge than I do. So it was actually quite uh, nice, and I was able to contribute to the project. And again, it was very good group dynamics. I will say this: if you like, I would say our group leader should get extra points for being a very good group leader. Excellent group leadership skills. So that I don't know if I could write them a reference for that, but was very good, very on task, very, we knew where we stood, we knew the expectation, we knew the end goal, but there was also discussion and conversation. And then once decisions were made, we would just move forward. So all with the same intent. Thank you.